in London with our Islamic scholar Syed Muhammad Musawi, alhamdulillah, joins you, the viewers across the globe, to answer any questions, any concerns, any comments that you would like to share with our Islamic scholar. Inshallah, he will try his utmost best to answer them. So take this opportunity indeed. Sayyidina, very good evening to you, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May Allah bless you and bless all our brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajjil farajahum. I would like to start this program with a question which came from a mu'min. He said that he was told by a Wahhabi colleague in the university that you people, the Shia community, are followers of Abdullah bin Saba. Who is Abdullah bin Saba? And what is the link between him and Shia Islam? The answer to this question needs preface. The preface is that always when there is a dispute between two parties, you find a party who gives evidence when they are right, and other party who don't have evidence to present, they put allegations. Now, if you go through the websites against Islam, you will find it full of allegations against Islam and Quran. But if you go to the websites of Muslims who speak about Christianity, we don't put allegation on anyone. We, as Muslims, deal with facts, because putting allegation is not permissible in Islam. Allah in Quran says, إِنَّمَا يَفْتَرِ الْكَذِبَ الَّذِينَ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. Only those people fabricate lies, those who don't believe in the signs of Allah. So this matter of allegation comes always from those who don't have evidence. Exactly now, the discussion between Shia Muslims and others, especially those who are enemies of Shia Islam, they put allegations on us. You find some non-Muslims who claim that Muslims are worshipping the moon because they always take care of the meniscus and they start their month with meniscus, and because of that they put allegation on us that we worship the moon, not God. That is false. No doubt it is false. We believe that the creator is Allah, and the moon and the sun and everything is created by Allah. So the allegation from non-Muslims against Islam that we worship the moon has no value. Exactly the same when you go to the discussion between Shia Muslims and their opponents, you will find long list of allegations fabricated by the enemies of Shia Islam against us, among which that you follow Abdullah bin Saba. Who is Abdullah bin Saba? Abdullah bin Saba is name of a person, and our ulama and Sunni ulama as well have got difference whether such person did exist or not. Some of our Shia ulama say that he did not exist at all. It was just fabricated story. One liar, fabricator, narrator by the name of Saif bin Umar. Saif bin Umar, well-known liar. He fabricated many names who did not exist, names of people who did not exist. Imagine, one of our scholars, Sayyid Murtada al-Askari, he compiled a full book in which he proved that 150 companions' names were fabricated who did not at all exist. By whom? By Saif bin Umar. So Abdullah bin Saba, either he was not existing at all, just name, or if he existed, all our books curse him. So how come you claim that we follow him? Do you find in our books any narration that we have taken from him? We have taken from Imam Ja'far al-Sadiq alayhi salam, Imam Muhammad al-Baqir alayhi salam, and other infallible imams. So the allegation that Shias follow Abdullah bin Saba is complete fabricated lie. It has no reality at all. We say those who fabricate lies are cursed by Allah. This is the answer to this question.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina, for that wonderful opening to our evening show. Sayyidina, we'll go right into our questions. First of all, Sayyidina, why is there a difference of dates between Sunni and Shia scholars regarding the birth of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and his holy progeny, and how can this be explained?
Usually, the dates of birth are taken from the narrators, different narrators, because it is not part of religion. It is not part of religion. It is history. When the Prophet was born, which month? Most of the Muslim scholars say that Rabi'ul Awwal. Of course, there are some Sunnis who narrated that the Prophet was born in the month of Ramadan, and some other Sunnis who narrated that Prophet was born in the month of Safar. But most of the Sunni and Shia ulama, I can say all Shia ulama, yes, all Shia ulama, and most of Sunni ulama agree that the Prophet was born in the month of Rabi'ul Awwal. Now, in Sunni books, if you read the famous book As-Sira An-Nabawiyya by Ibn Kathir, you will see that he stated different narrations by different Sunni narrators about the birth of a prophet. They narrated that the Prophet was born in the 2nd of Rabi'ul Awwal. Also, they narrated that he was born in the 8th of Rabi'ul Awwal. Also, they narrated that he was born on the 10th of Rabi'ul Awwal. Also, they have got narration of 12 Rabi'ul Awwal. Also, they have got narration which we also believe in, that he was born in 17th Rabi'ul Awwal. So it is not a matter of difference between Shia and Sunni. It is a matter of difference among Sunnis themselves. We have taken the most authentic narration from Ahlebait alayhim salam, who know about the Prophet more than anyone else. So we take the birth anniversary of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him and his whole progeny, on 17th Rabi'ul Awwal. Most of our Sunni brothers take it as 12, but they have got in their own books many big Sunni ulama who say 2nd, who say 8th, who say 10th, who say 12th, who say 17th, and who say month of Ramadan, and say month of Safar. So it depends on the different narrations.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Question here, Sayyidina, Assalamu alaikum. Is it permissible to close your eyes during namaz when in sujood?
Is it permissible to close your eyes during sujood? It is permissible, yes. We don't say it is haram. But it is makruh to close your eyes continuously. Sometimes people close their eyes for a moment or few moments out of feeling of dedication. Okay, but to close your eyes continuously, to keep your eyes always closed in namaz, that is makruh, disliked. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Sayyidina, next question. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
The namaz on 25th of Zulqa'dah with Surah Fatiha and 5 times Surah Shams to be recited, what time is the best to recite this namaz?
Any time during the day. Any time during the day. Because it is namaz of 25th of Zulqa'dah. So any time during the day, from sunrise till sunset.
Thank you very much indeed.
Yes, please.
So that in many cosmetics, there are chemical compounds derived from alcohol. It is tough to find cosmetics that are alcohol-free. Is it permissible to use such products that include alcohol on one's skin?
Number one, using any product on the skin is permissible even if the product is najis. If a cream or ointment, which you are sure that it is najis, is it permissible for you to apply it on your skin? The answer is yes. It is permissible to apply najis ointment or cream, but you must wash it before namaz. Namaz needs you to be completely tahir. This one. Number two, the alcohol, which is used in some cosmetics and some skin medications, are not najis according to many of our ulama. Many of our ulama, leading maraj of taqleed, say that that chemical or manufactured alcohol is not najis. It is not liquor for intoxication. So according to them, that alcohol, like the alcohol which is in the material which they use in before injection, alcohol which is mixed with the perfume, such type of alcohol which is manufactured, many of our ulama say that it is not najis. So if it is not najis, then there's no problem. If you follow taqleed of marja of taqleed who says it is najis, even if it is najis, it is permissible to apply it on your skin. You are not consuming it. Consuming it, haram, unless you are sure it is tahir. But applying on your skin, even if it is najis, it does not harm as far as you wash it before performing your namaz.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, we know that we do, they are like body diseases. Like we can understand and then find a solution or a medicine for any ailments within the body. But when it comes down to mental problems or psychological problems or nafsiyati problems, people find that if you tell someone that they may have this problem, they become offended. So there's an underlying where people have these mental or psychological or this ruhani type of issues or problems, but to diagnose these becomes very difficult because people are not willing to speak about these. People are not willing to be checked out by a specialist, and they find it offensive if you tell them they have this problem. How do you deal with this according to Islam?
As far as we are concerned, as you know, everyone has his own field. We are not doctors. Doctors have got their own profession, and they deal with their patients according to their own knowledge. But as far as we are concerned, after advising every patient to refer to the doctor, we tell people that the cure from mental problems or psychological problems or spiritual problems is remembering Allah. Because Allah in Quran said, surely by remembering Allah, hearts feel peaceful. So remembering Allah always is the way to get out of the mental and psychological and spiritual problems. Keep on remembering Allah, keep on istighfar, keep on reciting Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad, keep on doing long sajda with remembering Allah. These are practical steps to tackle such problems.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. So then moving on, I am earning and I am saving a portion of my salary to be able to buy a house in the next 3 to 4 years and another portion to perform Hajj. Do I have to pay khums on this whole saved amount?
Yes, you have to pay khums on any saving which is still with you, owned by you. Yes, you plan to buy house, you plan to go for Hajj, you plan to get married. But as far as the money is not yet being spent, money is still saved with you, then any amount which is saved with you needs to be applied for khums. Khums is obligatory. Khums will, after paying khums, the money would be blessed. The barakat would be more. Don't delay paying khums thinking that the money will be less. No, the brings will be much more. So never delay paying khums fearing from that it will go down. No, without paying khums, the money is without blessings. It is under the disposal of shaitan. But when you pay the khums, money will be pure and will be completely halal, and then it will be with lot of blessings. But we don't know. Allah knows how much blessings He sends on the persons who pay khums on time.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, I have come to realize that I am toxic to my family and have lots of evil hidden within me. However, I am nice to people outside my family, and that makes me a hypocrite. How can I reform myself and become a better person?
That is unfortunately a case with many people. They want to show that they are well behaved in front of people, but they don't care to look after their behavior at home. Unfortunately, that is a condition with many people. We say that the most important place to have good akhlaq and good behavior is not outside. The most important is at home. You have good akhlaq if you are at home with good akhlaq. The Prophet said, خيركم خيركم لأهله. The best of you is he who is the best to his family. وأنا خيركم لأهلي, and I am the best of you to my family. So keep in mind that the real akhlaq and manners start at home. More you are good at home, you are really good. But if you are showing off outside and dealing people nicely outside, but with your family members, you are toxic, that is big problem. We need to seek forgiveness, istighfar, and we need to seek pardon from our family members. If you want blessed life, if you want more rizq, more barakat, more ruzi, we have got hadith, حسن الخلق مفاتيح الرزق. Good manners, good akhlaq is the keys for more sustenance, rizq, ruzi, income. But you need to revise your behavior. If you are angry at home, immediately look at a mirror. For any reason, you become angry with a child or with your wife or with anyone, look at a mirror. You will see how ugly the person becomes when he is angry. So you tackle the anger by changing your situation. If you are standing, sit down. If you are standing, walk. If you are sitting, stand up. Change your situation to control over your anger. And also with that, look at a mirror that will show you how ugly the person becomes when he is angry. In all possible ways, you must control yourself to try to be the best to your family. We have got hadith that one of the best companions of the Prophet, one of the best, Sa'd bin Mu'adh, when he died, the Prophet himself came to his funeral. And the Prophet gave his own dress, aba, to cover his body in his qabr. And the Prophet told the Muslims that thousands of angels took part in the funeral of Sa'd bin Mu'adh. And the Prophet was there. The mother of Sa'd says that, oh Sa'd, enjoy the paradise. The Prophet replied to her that the grave has pressed his body, that his ribs went inside one another because he was not nice to his family at home. His behavior at home was not very good. So imagine such big status of a man, but because his behavior at home was not too good, when he was buried, the grave pressed his ribs. It was very difficult. So may Allah protect all of us such behavior which will put us in such terrible situation in our qabr. May Allah guide us all to be best in our akhlaq at home first. As you know that our akhlaq is being taught to our children. If you want to teach your child good akhlaq, he should see you with good akhlaq in practice. So avoid being angry, avoid shouting, avoid abusing, avoid judging quickly. As they say, love more, judge less. So don't jump on judgment on your family members, and don't be with them different from what you are outside. You should be with them better than your behavior out of your house.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. And no doubt an eye-opener for all those who are listening, inshallah. Sayyidina, next question. Is it allowed to do sajda on a wooden table which has been varnished or painted?
Is it allowed to do sajda on a wooden table which was varnished or painted? The answer is no, because you are doing sajda on the varnish or on the paint. Varnish or paint or plastic or any other material is not a material that we can do sajda on. We do sajda on the earth, sajdagah, turba, more. We do sajda on the wood, which is wood only, not covered by varnish, not covered by paint. So we are not allowed to do sajda on the varnish or on the paint.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, next question. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
My next door neighbor has passed away and is from the Sikh faith. Is it permissible for a Muslim to go to their house to pay condolences if the body of the deceased person is still in the house?
Yes, it is permissible for a Muslim to give condolence to his neighbor who is non-Muslim, even if their dead body is still at home. The thing which is not permissible is to take part in any non-Islamic religious practice. Say, for example, if they have kept some gathering for worship, puja, or any religious practice of non-Muslims, Muslims should not take part in any non-Islamic religious practice. But just giving condolence, yes, it is permissible.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, do we still get punished in the grave on the day of judgment for the sins for which we have repented?
If we have repented, the hadith says, التائب من الذنب كمن لا ذنب له. A person who repents from a sin, the sin will go away. He will be like sinless, without sin. So if you have repented, then the sin will be omitted. Those who will be punished are the sinners who insist on the sin and they don't repent. Allah, the most merciful, did not create us to punish us. He created us to shower on us and on every creature His mercy, His bounties. So if a person commits a sin and he repents, after repenting and seeking forgiveness, Allah is the best forgiver.
Inshallah. Thank you very much indeed. Sayyidina, as you know, we are coming very close to the month of Dhul Hajj, and we find a very famous hadith by Imam Zain al-Abidin alayhi salam, when a companion of his returns from Hajj and he goes to see Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, and he says that, Imam, I've come back from Hajj. And then there's a lengthy hadith where the Imam asks him that when you were wearing the ihram, did you do this? Did you think about this? And when you were doing the tawaf, when you were
hadith of Shibli, hadith of Shibli, narrated from Shibli.
So, Sayyidina, the question is, those who are...
You see the hadith of Shibli?
Yeah, sorry, Sayyidina. Those who are going for Hajj, should they be concerned that they need to be very careful in performing Hajj? Because this hadith, if you read the hadith, it feels like you haven't done Hajj, meaning after doing Hajj. So if you can shed light upon this, please.
The idea of worshipping Allah in salah, in fasting, in Hajj, in any worship. Some people worship Allah from outside without their heart taking part in the worship. They pray salah, they do qiyam, ruku', sujood, but their heart is out of salah. Some people fast the month of Ramadan. They are hungry and thirsty and tired, but their heart is not with the aim of fasting, which is piousness. Hajj is no difference. Hajj is a great worship where the mu'min should do every step with his heart, dedicated heart to Allah. The idea which everyone should keep in mind, that every worship to be performed with heart, not only outside, without inner interaction. About the narration of Shibli, our ulama say that it is not obligatory to implement it. Not obligatory. In fact, many people cannot implement it. It is not obligatory. The obligatory part is to do the intention for the sake of Allah. All the steps of ibadah, you are going for Hajj. For whom? To be called Haji? No. To be an obedient servant of Allah, to fulfill your duty as a servant of Allah. That is the point, without other details. Now, I would like to remind all our brothers or sisters who are going for Hajj this year that Hajj steps are very simple. Not to think that it is difficult. No. Hajj is called Hajj Tamattu. Why? Because we don't live in or around Mecca. Those who live in or around Mecca, their Hajj is called Hajj al-Ifrad or Hajj al-An. Our Hajj should be Hajj Tamattu. Hajj Tamattu has got two parts. The first part of it is called Umrah Tamattu. Umrah Tamattu has got just 5 steps. Number 1, Ihram from Miqat. Miqat depends from where you are going to Mecca. If you go to Mecca from Jeddah, go to the miqat, which is called Al-Juhfa. Juhfa. If you go from Medina to Mecca, then miqat is called Masjid Al-Shajara. Masjid Al-Shajara. So from miqat, you wear the ihram and say, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, inna al-hamda wa ni'mata laka wal mulk, la sharika laka labbaik, with the intention that you are starting the ihram for Umrah Tamattu', for Hajj Tamattu'. Then from miqat, you go to Mecca. In Mecca, you do tawaf, 7 rounds around the Kaaba. Tawaf of Umrah Tamattu'. This is number 2. Number 3, 2 rak'at namaz behind Maqam Ibrahim. Number 4, sa'i between Safa and Marwa. Starting from Safa, going to Marwa. This is 1. Then back from Marwa to Safa. 2. Again from Safa to Marwa. 3. Back from Marwa to Safa. 4. Again from Safa to Marwa. 5. Back from Marwa to Safa. 6. And finally from Safa to Marwa. 7. Sa'i is over. Then number 5, obligatory for Umrah Tamattu' is taqsir. Taqsir means shortening any part of your hair. Then your Umrah Tamattu' is over.
Thank you very much.
After that, you remain in Mecca and you wait till the time of Arafat. Time of Arafat comes 1 day before Arafat. Usually people wear ihram for Hajj Tamattu' with the same talbiyah, labbaik Allahumma labbaik, till the end. And they go to Arafat. And then from Arafat, they stay in Arafat on the day of the Hajj, midday till Maghrib. Then when Maghrib comes, after namaz, even before namaz, they can move to Muzdalifah and stay there night. Then next morning, the day of Eid, 10th of the Hajj, they go to Mina. In Mina, they stone 7 stones on the big shaitan, then make the qurbani, then shave if they are men, or shorten. Men can shave and can shorten their hair, except those men who are going for first time, they should shave. Women should cut any part of their hair, and other simple a'mal of Hajj. So, number 1, don't think that the steps of Hajj are difficult. They are very simple and very easy. Number 2, always be in touch with the scholars who know. In any question, in any matter, in any doubt, ask. Keep with you telephone number of a respected, knowledgeable, pious alim who can be asked whenever you have any question.
Thank you very much. Hey, no, they obviously, fasting on the day of Arafah is highly recommended. If someone has a qaza fast, which they need to keep for Mahi Ramadan, can they combine that fast for Yom Arafah? So with the niyat of the wajib that they missed in Mahi Ramadan, plus the sunnat for Yom Arafah, can they combine that niyat in one?
The combination of 2 niyats is not right. If someone has got wajib qaza of fasting, he is not permitted to fast any recommended fast. As you know, the fasting of the day of Arafat is recommended, not obligatory. So it is not permissible for a person who has already qaza, obligatory qaza fast on him, to fast a recommended fast. And there's no question of fasting qaza and mustahab. No. Qaza is obligatory. No other intention can be with the obligatory. But if someone fasts 9th of the Hajj, yani the day of Arafat, okay, he should do the niyat of qaza fast, wajib. But fasting in the 9th, he will get more reward because of the importance of that day. Reward because of the importance of the day of Arafat. But he will be fasting qaza fast of the month of Ramadan. Yes.
Thank you very much indeed. Said, how do we answer people in this day and age who consider it animal cruelty to sacrifice an animal on, for example, Eid al-Adha?
This question comes from different backgrounds, mainly non-Muslims who don't eat meat. They claim that it is cruelty. No. Allah has created the universe, and every creature has got its function. Allah created the fruits, the vegetables, and we human beings are supposed to utilize these fruits. We don't say that we should leave it. We should not take it from the tree because the tree will suffer. No. The system of life is this. So when we are slaughtering the animals, we are not slaughtering the animals in the Eid al-Adha for the sake of enjoyment, of killing. No. We sacrifice to feed. So it is a service to the human beings. And this is the way that Allah has created this life. If you think that it is not good to make the animal sacrificed or slaughtered for the benefit of others, then you should stop eating fruits as well and vegetables as well, because even the plants has got a sort of sensation. No one will say that, oh, let us stop everything. Even the vegetarians, the veggies eat vegetables. So can you object on them? Why you make the plants suffer? No, that is the system which was created by the Creator Allah, and we take right and wrong from Him. He told us what is allowed, what is not in Quran, and from the statements of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessing be upon him, and his progeny, Ahlebait alayhim as-salam.
Thank you very much, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, what happens to animals such as dogs and cats after they die? Is there a hereafter for them, or are they completely gone?
This matter is being discussed about many scholars, Sunnis and Shias. Our Shia statement in it, according to Quranic evidence, that every one, even as, will be resurrected in the day of judgment. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Next question, Assalamu alaikum. Why do we say that? Why do we not give zakat as Shias?
Why we Shias don't give zakat? We do give zakat. Every year, every Shia who is not poor is paying zakat al-fitra. Zakat al-fitra. There are other types زكاة المال، زكاة الغلات، زكاة الذهب، الفضة. 9 items. 9 items. Besides zakat al-fitra, which is on every Muslim who is not poor, for him and for his family. 9 items. If someone has from them, then zakat will be obligatory on any of these 9 items. But on everything which remains with us, there is the obligation of khums. Khums is obligatory on every Muslim who has got anything remaining with him. So we pay zakat and also we pay khums as well.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, Hajj was performed, we find out Hajj was performed in the period called Jahiliyyah too. How and when was this Hajj performed and based on what religion?
Can you please repeat the question? The line is not clear.
Yes, Sayyidina. Hajj was performed in the period called Jahiliyyah. Now, how and when was this Hajj performed and based on what religion? Okay.
Hajj was performed right from the beginning of the human beings. Allah in Quran said, إن أول بيت وضع للناس للذي ببكة مباركا وهدى للعالمين. The first home which was being established for all human beings is what is in Mecca, blessed and guidance for all worlds. From the time of Adam alayhi salam, Adam performed Hajj. In fact, before Adam, before the creation of Adam, before Adam coming to this earth, the angels used to do tawaf around Kaaba. So from the time of Adam and after him, all the prophets performed Hajj. Many people also performed Hajj. The Jahiliyyah people performed Hajj in their own wrong way. They kept idols and they used to do tawaf. But real Hajj was always from the prophets and their successors. Yes, please.
Thank you very much indeed. Sayyidina, next question again regarding Hajj. Back in 2015, my leg was broken after I had performed the final, I think last Jamara. I had to go to the hospital. And was I unable to perform, I think it's called Tawaf Ziyara or Tawaf Nisa. We returned to our hometown. What should we do now? Because we could not complete due to an accident.
If you are sure that you did not perform Tawaf and Nisa, which is also called by our Sunni brothers Tawaf al-Wada, then you need to request someone to perform Tawaf and Nisa on your behalf immediately, without delay. Anyone who is there or can go there to perform Tawaf and Nisa and 2 rak'at of it on your behalf.
Thank you very much indeed, Sayyidina. Sayyidina, can a woman perform Hajj without a mahram with the person? If the person doesn't have any mahram who can accompany that lady or female, can she perform it on her own?
Yes, she can if she has got a safe company. Say if she goes with a group of ladies who are well managed, safely, Yes, it is not compulsory in Islam that women should be accompanied by a mahram if she has got a safe company with her.
Thank you very much indeed, Syed. Syed, finally, just one other question. Regarding if you're going on a Hajj, but you know you have got debts to pay, but you don't have enough money to pay those debts, but you have enough money to go on a Hajj, will your Hajj be accepted?
You cannot go for Hajj if the money is not your money, if you have taken a debt, unless the person himself who gave you the loan or the money, he should allow you to go for Hajj.
And say that, can you take out a loan? Say you don't owe any debts, but you take out a loan from the bank, which has interests to it, to perform Hajj. But nowadays, Hajj is very expensive. People cannot afford to go to Hajj. So therefore, can you take out a loan from the bank without owning anybody else, just a bank, and perform Hajj with using that loan from the bank?
Many of the ulama say that going for Hajj, for wajib Hajj, should be with your own money, not money of loan. Your own money, not loan money.
Thank you very much.
So you should have your own money and perform Hajj. That will be the wajib Hajj.
Thank you very much. And say that we got a few seconds, half a minute left. If you can finish off with.
I would like to remind that the month of the Hajj is approaching. Next week, you know, we have got great a'mal in the month of the Hajj. One of the a'mal is 2 rak'at namaz between Maghrib and Isha, in which we recite after Surah Al-Hamd and Qul Huwa Allahu Ahad, we recite وَوَعَدْنَا مُوسَى 30 لَيْلَةً. It is in the book of Mafatih al-Jinan. The 2 rak'at namaz of every night of the 10 nights of the Hajj. If you perform it, you will be sharing the reward of Hajj with those who are in Mecca. So just remind your family members, your friends, to try to perform these 2 rak'at namaz, which is mentioned in the book of Mafatih al-Jinan. May Allah bless you all, and may Allah protect all those who are going for Hajj. May Allah protect them and accept their a'mal. Allahumma ajjil liwaliyika al-faraj wal-afiyata wal-nasr. Those who are going for Hajj, they should try their best to convey the salams of all mu'mineen to the Prophet and the Imams, and especially to Imam Mahdi, Ajjal Allahu Ta'ala Farajahu al-Sharif. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.